So it's pretty late on Tuesday night, January 30th, 2024. I just completed about 2.5 hours of some pretty intense cleaning and organizing because this place was an unholy mess and it was also dirty. I hadn't swept in a few weeks. I'd been busy working since the new year. I had to be up here on the 29th after Christmas vacation and just hit the ground running with going back to work as soon as I literally got off the train on the 29th of December. And I don't think I've done any cleaning in terms of like sweeping and dusting since then. I have changed my sheets a couple times since then, but I haven't swept. So I did do a lot of sweeping this evening and the floor is a lot cleaner. See, so clean. I mean, I'm legally blind and I can't really see anything, but I'm pretty sure I swept each corner and the entire area about 3 times just to make sure. So yeah, I changed the sheets and I also put the table up. So this table, unfortunately, is a little bit too big for this space. It takes up most of the available space, as you can see. And I have a beautiful mahogany wood dining table in a storage unit about 3/4 of a mile from here. And I pay a few $100s a month for that storage unit because all of my nice stuff is in that storage unit. I can't keep any valuables and anything very elegant or nice in this unit because people keep managing to get in here when I'm out and my stuff keeps getting vandalized and my valuables have been stolen out of this unit. Most recently, just a couple of weeks ago, when a bunch of electronic devices that I've been saving from the last 10 years were stolen out of this bag right here where I keep it by the door. So I can't keep anything of value in here, but it's clean, it's neat. And the bathroom is also pretty neat. That's the bathroom. Pretty clean, pretty neat. And right now there's a lot of marijuana smoke coming from, as usual, that corner right there. So yeah, there's always someone smoking back there. It's a vacant unit, but the former resident of that unit is a psychopath, a psychotic stalker, a sex offender, and according to the Greenville group, a cyber criminal who is their, quote, surveillance expert. So you do the math as to who keeps smoking marijuana behind the wall of my bathroom, which is also this wall right here. I also have to keep the water running because it stinks like fish. I'm trying to rinse out a shirt. So I'm trying to rinse out this shirt. Every time I start filling up this little wash tub with water from this tap, it starts to stink like fish. Water that comes out of a tap from the Boston water supply should never stink like fish because the Boston water supply is treated and it is, chemically disinfected and it should not stink like fish. This is intermittent and this has been happening since 2019 when somebody on the other side of this wall, who is the same psychopath that I keep talking about, the sex offender and cyber criminal named Jasmine Arizari, who also seems to be some type of a criminal for hire, apparently, started doing a lot of construction work against the pipes to this tap from the inside of her bathroom, which is directly on the other side of this wall. That was in 2019. I spoke with the maintenance manager who worked for Greenville at the time. I said, hey, there was a lot of construction being done against the pipes to my kitchen tap on a Sunday afternoon. What was it about? And he's like, well, I don't know anything about it and we don't work on Sundays. Huh, that's weird. And just after that, that's when the water from this tap started to stink like nasty stuff and started making me sick when I tried to drink it or use it for cooking or even brushing my teeth. And ever since then, there's been some significant issues with the safety and usability of the water from this tap. One of the maintenance managers from the Greenville group suggested that there could have been a saddle valve installed against the intake pipe to this tap and to my shower head, which is obviously the same pipeline. And a saddle valve is a very simple, easy to purchase piece of hardware you can get at any hardware store. And you literally clamp it on a pipe and it punctures holes in that pipe. Then you can attach a nozzle to the valve and pump in whatever kind of filth you want into that intake pipe. The intake pipe is the pipe that brings clean water to your tap from the street. So that's a possibility. And again, because it is intermittent and only happens when I try to use this water for, washing clothes or rinsing out my face cloths, brushing my teeth, Drinking, cooking, that's when it starts to stink. It's very activity specific. And because there are surveillance devices in this unit, Boston police have confirmed that they knew of surveillance devices in this unit as of a few years ago, then it's not a stretch to figure out that maybe somebody is deliberately pumping stinking contamination into this tap on purpose. Greenville, seems to harbor a lot of criminals, and then they defend those criminals and say, oh, they're very nice people. They would never do anything like that. Really? Have you checked the Massachusetts Sex Offender Registry? Have you seen how many people live in this building that are registered sex offenders? That alone is a safety concern. But, I did do a lot of cleaning this evening, and now I have a table where I can sit and literally do my homework. I'm one of these weird people who cannot focus and get stuff done if their environment isn't neat or clean or both. So right now my environment is both neat and clean. I'm pretty happy about that. And it looks a lot better than it did just a couple of hours ago. And that's what counts. The luggages are because I have really nice clothes that were getting vandalized when I was keeping them in that closet or just, in my drawers of my dresser, which I got rid of a few months ago. So I figured out the only way to keep my beautiful, really expensive clothes from getting vandalized by the psychopath in 78 who's good at picking locks, and also somebody below in 76 who I've personally witnessed entering this unit in May of this year, and they smeared some kind of foul-smelling liquid all over my bed sheets and my towels and my washcloths that were around my sink, because when I entered this unit after this thug directly below had left it while I was down the hall brushing my teeth with the door open in the common bathroom, this entire area stank like it stank like feet. I mean, it stank kind of like what this water smells like, which is weird. So maybe the person in 76 has something to do with the stinking water, because it was the same exact stink. It smelled like 30-day-old filthy unwashed feet. So I keep my beautiful clothes now in taped up luggages where if somebody tries to open that luggage, I will immediately know. Those are my beautiful, not designer, but, high-end clothing like BCBG, Max Azria, clothing like that you just don't want the thugs and sex offenders in your building to smear with what smells like body fluids. So, yeah. But hey, my floor is clean. Now I have a table to sit at, even though it's taking up a lot of the space in this unit, and that's why I keep it folded. It's a folding table. I don't usually take it out. But when I do need to get some homework done, I need a surface. So there we go. I'm pretty happy about that right now.